my name is Kia, and I turned 20. It's almost been 2 weeks since I turned 20, and I wanted to make this video on my birthday, like a long format advice video for teenagers, like something I would tell myself, but also for my future self to see what kind of advice I would give at this point in my life. But I kept thinking about what type of advice I would want to give, and I would keep questioning it. Every question, every topic I thought of, I would overthink it in my head, and then I'd be like, is that even good advice? And I mean, also, I think everyone can give advice. Like, you don't have to be like extremely successful or anything to give advice. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just gonna do this for myself and do it because I don't want to do it. If you know, you know. And this, if you're wondering why I have this makeup, it's because I was matching it to this mini painting that I made. I could have made this video with perfectly normal makeup, which is what I came here with, but I was too anxious to film this before I did the makeup, because then I was like, what if I don't have enough sunlight to do it? Because I'm trying to make like short form videos for Instagram, for like about my art and stuff. But anyway, okay, so the first thing I was gonna say, which I already posted on my Instagram, but it's to film yourself talking, like the videos that celebrities make, like Billie Eilish. I'm pretty sure she makes it every year, where she says her like current following, her favorite, like I don't know, what does she say? Okay, so there's gonna be cuts in this video because I keep losing track of thought. So basically you just say your current situation and like your opinions on things, and then you ask your future selves questions. Or you could just record yourself talking. Like that sort of video gives you like a format to follow, you know what I mean? So I made one video like that. It was junior year of high school, and it was really cringy to make it in the moment, which is why I'm saying this as advice, because I feel like a lot of teenagers would think it's like cringe to do that, but I found it recently in my camera roll, and it was really fun to rewatch it and see how my thoughts changed, and how I changed as a person, my voice, my humor, everything, and it made me cry. And also I made a second video of me like right now, since I turned 20, and I cried making that video too. Was like straight up sobbing. I don't think I was okay that night, but yeah. Okay, and then the rest of the points that I was gonna make all kind of lead to the same topic, which is learning to track your thoughts that you have about yourself and about the world and about other people. I think it's really hard, honestly, but being able to observe your thoughts and choosing which ones you give power and which ones you just kind of let pass, and also doing like affirmations, like repeating certain thoughts, like programming yourself, I guess you could say, to think more positively. That I did that. Like, I kind of had a realization at the end of high school where I was like, yeah, I'm thinking too negatively, and I had really bad depression and anxiety in high school. So, and I knew that, but I didn't. It was, you kind of get like comfortable being in a certain state of mind, especially if you used it as like a form of defense, and you created this like comforting space around yourself using that. It's really hard to break out of those thought patterns, but first you need to notice them, and then you need to force yourself to think differently, even though it feels uncomfortable at first. Over time, it's honestly incredible how much you change when I lost track of thought. You honestly change so much by changing your thoughts. Like, it becomes so effortless. You become a completely different person. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, like being able to control who you are, And I would recommend thinking more positively, you know, even because, and also building like a core subconscious confidence, you know what I mean? One that even you can't break, because you'll always have negative thoughts, and like negative people even close to you will say like negative things about you, like it just happens. And if you build up this like constant repetition of like this confidence and actually truly learning, there's a bee, to love yourself, even though it sounds cringe, but it's like, it's true. Like you slowly, when you're like, okay, I think I'm pretty, over time you'll keep looking in the mirror and it's like a dysphoria. Like before, you would look at your face and like certain features just look so ugly. Like that happened to me when I was in high school. Like every week I would get or like I would fixate on a certain part of my face and I would think it's so ugly. Like it would look differently in my eyes, like, you know, which I think is what dysphoria is. Like you straight up, like the way you see things like changes. I'm gonna Google that. And so and when you start to think more positively, you straight up start to see your face differently. Like your perception of the world changes once you start thinking positively. Like it's straight up, it's no joke. Like it's such a powerful thing. So yeah, like confidence, positive thinking, it could help with anxiety and depression, and just changing up your environment also, because I feel like the main thing that kind of gets people suicidal, because I had people in my life who have been suicidal, and I've talked to like a couple of those people, and a common thing is that it creeps up on you. Like it builds slowly. It starts off small, and then it starts as a thought, and then it builds so strongly that it seems like the only answer, you know, and it completely takes control over you. And I mean, the same thing could happen with like anxiety. Like I feel like anxiety could get worse the more you loop on things. It gets worse. Like I tend to loop on my thoughts until it grows so big that I have no control over it. So if you notice it before it grows and you take it seriously, it could save your life, you know. It could also just save a lot of I forgot what I was gonna say again, but yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. I sound unwell. Okay, so let me think if I have anything else that I want to say. I thought my voice recording stopped for a second, but also, I don't follow this advice, but I feel like when I do have like a circadian rhythm and I actually wake up at the same time every morning, and go to bed at the same time, that like helps my mental health so much. But I don't do it very often. Like in high school, some days I would sleep a lot, and then I would pull like 2 all-nighters to do work. So, but I feel like most people already know that. But you know, get your sleep in. But honestly, I think when you're a teenager, you can learn from your mistakes. Like, I think just the most important thing is knowing that you can change, and knowing that you are never stuck. Like, you could always change your surroundings. Starting with, like, you could do the same exact things in your day and be in the same place and still view it differently, go about it in a different way. Or you could try, like, taking a different way to school or talking to different people. Like, if you feel stuck in daily routine, changing things up it could help you, like, snap out of that sort of, like, machine mentality. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm starting to, like, I like am not thinking my thoughts through anymore. But guys, I got these stickers on my sketchbook. my friend gave me some of these for my birthday, my last birthday. And then some of these I got from Depop orders, which is something I love about Depop. Oh, also have a simple skincare routine. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Don't like buy like a shitload of products and like barely use them, you know, like try not to waste money. Obvious. I feel like I'm saying like obvious things at this point, but what I'm trying to say is I used to have a more complicated skincare routine because I was trying to get rid of my blackheads, but then I just started using castor oil. Like so I would double cleanse. I would use oil cleanser and then normal cleanser, and then I would use castor oil, and I would like go to sleep with like a layer of castor oil. Now there's negatives to that, and that is that it gets in your hair and it makes your hair greasy, so you need to wear like a bonnet or something, or like do a braid. But castor oil has made my skin so soft, and like it basically got rid of my blackheads for some reason. Like I stopped using like a bunch of serums and like moisturizers and stuff, and I just used castor oil and made my skin really good. But also, that is not for every skin type. I have a very dry skin type, especially around my nose, which is why I had the blackheads, because like my skin would shed and then it would like go in my pores and stuff. So it helps with dry skin. I don't know if you have oily skin, don't listen to this. Because you'll probably break out. I don't know. But that's about it. I think those are like the main things I wanted to say. And I keep not looking at the camera because I lose track of thought when I look at the camera. But that is it. Okay, thank you for listening. I feel like there's gonna be like 2 people that watch this video, but honestly, I'm just doing this for myself, and I want to like step out of the comfort zone and stuff. And I literally grew up on YouTube, you know, like YouTube raised me, so I feel like it's nice if I like give back in some sort of way and also make some videos. But yeah.